Adding another classic encounter with John Cena is always the right call, and answering that U.S. Open challenge is something I know I would have done if I was around for it. I also know exactly what my plan would have been at the start of 2016. Now, as you may recall, it was at the Royal Rumble that year where AJ Styles finally made his WWE debut.
The phenomenal one is here! AJ Styles!
It's one of those moments where it felt like time stood still. Everyone trying to come to grips with the fact that, yes, AJ Styles is now in WWE.
And it may have taken years for AJ Styles to make it to WWE. And the time has come to finally answer the question of just who really is the best in the world. The phenomenal AJ Styles, the Second City Saint CM Punk, face-to-face in a WWE ring on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. Styles and Punk have traveled up and down the same roads, wrestled in the same high school gyms and armories, competed internationally, and honed their craft to the point where they can both be called the best. All roads have ended. Pin attempt. Kicks out.
Bit cheeky going for that pin. He's got out of there fairly easily.
Wow, what an arm drag. Both CM Punk and AJ Styles are known to attract followers. Whether it's a club or a society, each man frequently has backup at their beck and call.
Well, I will thank you for not bringing up the new Nexus, Michael Cole, but I will tell you this much. I firmly believe this match will be a one-on-one affair. When it's a match of this caliber on a stage as...
From the top, diving double axe handle. Lands the elbow. Boom, stiff kick. Placed him in the corner here.
Punk looking dominant now. Follows it up with a short arm clothesline.
Big night for AJ Styles making his WrestleMania debut. Punk has been here quite a few times. We've seen Punk fight fair at WrestleMania, but just as often we'll see him cut corners.
Indeed, in the past...
Blast off! You gotta be kidding me!
Really risked it all there.
Very fortunate to hit the mark in that one. Here we go! All the way to the outside!
That had to have hurt just as much as it hurt your opponent.
No one comes out unscathed with a high-risk move like that. Incoming! Uh-oh! Oh, lands right on the knees. That can change everything. What Styles setting up here? Neckbreaker! CM Punk and AJ Styles are both absolute geniuses when it comes to in-ring IQ. Both have great striking and submission skills as well. But the outlying categories will be what defines this match.
I'm with you 100% on that, Corey. AJ Styles has the edge when it comes to aerial attacks. CM Punk is the better brawler. I expect each man to make this his kind of match, and whoever is more successful in doing so...
Trying armbar. And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here. Now he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering... About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. Sharpshooter is applied. One last gasp effort effort, and that'll do it.
Caught flat with the roundhouse.
Time to go for a ride. Exploder suplex. Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Yeah, CM Punk's making clear that the time for pleasantries is over. And Styles finding out that the hard way.
And here he is, heading back into the ring. AJ caught by the counter. Styles looking for hold. And he retaliates. AJ Styles, look at this. Striking combo by Styles. Phenomenal blitz.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Nails the GTS.
Is it enough to put Styles away? 2. What in the world? AJ Styles tapping into that pitbull mentality for a nail-biter of a kickout. Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin.
His opponent has to be absolutely frustrated right now.
Put the corner now. Is victory close? This could be it. And Punk gets the big win over Styles.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
You can't deny that both Punk and Styles gave their all in this match. Truly, we just witnessed a match for the ages. And while AJ was just as phenomenal as he claims to be, CM Punk put his foot down and made perfectly clear to both AJ and the entire...
An honest dream match for any era, and you made it happen. That's the power of Showcase. I've said it repeatedly that it's impossible for me to predict a hypothetical scenario with precision, but I have to believe that if I was here in 2019, I would have done anything to get to the front of the line to be Kurt Angle's final opponent at WrestleMania 35.
He has held every title imaginable. European champion, Intercontinental champion, 6-time world champion.
Not many people know this, but when I first joined the ECW brand in 2006, Kurt Angle was my goal. He'd found new life with the brand, leaning into the extreme side of things, mauling his opponents with a reinvigorated approach to the ground and pound offense. But those dreams would go unrealized with Kurt leaving WWE only about a month after my arrival. I could see it all in my head, though. Kurt comes out on Raw to announce that he'll be retiring at WrestleMania. With the crowd already shocked, Kurt goes to announce his opponent, only I wouldn't give him that chance. See, I really don't care who Kurt's chosen, because as I'd say to Kurt's face, I've chosen Kurt to be my opponent at WrestleMania 35. If Kurt wins, he gets to go out on top. But when I get the win, Kurt at least had the chance to go out on a shield against an opponent willing to push him to his limits. Kurt's retirement will happen one way or another, but it's up to you to decide who will be standing at the top of the winner's podium and who will have to settle for a silver medal when I collide with Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 35.
The man looking to end the career of Kurt Angle with a loss tonight, CM Punk.
The following is Kurt Angle's farewell match and is a submission match. From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Punk has gladly accepted the opportunity to ruin Kurt's last night on the grandest stage of them all.
What better test for the best in the world than a man he idolizes? One of very few men to achieve the amateur wrestling Grand Slam, Kurt Angle.
You can tell Punk has been looking forward to this match. This chance to face Kurt Angle at WrestleMania.
Yeah, for years, CM Punk has dreamed of this moment. What a notch in Punk's belt a win here would be.
The only gold medalist in WWE history. The wrestling machine, Kurt Angle.
Competing in his final match after a 20-year Hall of Fame career, the only gold medalist in WWE history, Kurt Angle!
For the final time as an in-ring competitor, Kurt Angle makes his way to the ring. The WWE Universe showing their respect to this incredible athlete.
Kurt Angle performs at his highest level when the pressure is highest. Tonight, it couldn't get any higher.
Punk fully expects Kurt Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently, a little more intense than the Kurt Angle of old.
At long last, Kurt Angle and CM Punk face off inside a WWE ring. And on the biggest stage... here at WrestleMania. Kurt Angle is set to retire tonight, and CM Punk jumped at the chance to be the one to send him off into the sunset.
Look, I know Punk respects Angle, but this could also be a career-defining moment for Punk. Can the best in the world put the Olympic gold medalist on the shelf for good in a submission match?
We'll find out right here. CM Punk said he loves Kurt, but he'll not be sorry to put Kurt Angle down for good.
Wants to finish.
Up high, crossbody from the top.
And look at this. Wants to take flight again.
Stalking from above.
Launching. Bullseye. Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked.
Face first. Set.
It's locked in.
Not sure what he's thinking, letting go here. Beautiful. Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect.
I talked to Punk earlier today, and he said he fully expects Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently. A little more intense. The Kurt Angle of old.
Fitting American sports analogy here for an American hero. You gents, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like a legendary baseball player taking his final swings at the plate. He may not have much left, but he still may hit a home run.
Very true, Wade. You said that correctly. I'm very proud of the American that you've become.
And for Kurt Angle, you can't remain as great as you once were, but you can be great one more time.
And no matter how we got here, this is a match that people have been wanting to see. The Olympic gold medalist taking on the best in the world. A match that can propel both men's legacies even further.
On a flying forearm smash. Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming. Counters. And he gets delivered back into the ring.
Getting back to his feet, but might want to reconsider.
Check out the springboard. Whoa, clothesline. Oh. Despite what has transpired leading to tonight, there's a level of respect that CM Punk has for Kurt Angle. Punk might even have love for Angle. Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Boom! GTS.
Is there any life left in Kurt? CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked it.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Oh, one step ahead of Angle. What's Punk got forthcoming?
Thunderous clothesline.
He wants to put an end to things here.
Check out the springboard.
Incredible springboard right there. Saw that coming and quickly got the knees on.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. Booty boot. Now hurt. DDT. And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Punk is managing to out-wrestle Kurt freaking Angle.
Nasty. The hardest part of the ring. Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Calf kick on the money.
Boom. Kick connects. Wants to finish this.
From the middle rope. Look at the power.
Punk dodges out in time. Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an Anaconda Vice locked in.
After everything he's been through, will he... And there you have it. It's all over.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
Maybe it's only in an alternative timeline, but I'll take the advantage of any opportunity to share the ring with Kurt Angle, win or lose. And as far as what happens if I stay in WWE, there's one more match I'll always wish for. Working with him, even if it was only briefly when he joined the new Nexus, made it abundantly clear to me that he would accomplish anything if he ever committed himself to it. A return to NXT gave him that chance, and soon Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family were the talk of the wrestling world. They arrived on the main roster, terrorizing any superstar that got in their way.
And Bray Wyatt calmly watches as his family members dismantle Punk.
That included me. And while I have a match at the 2013 Survivor Series that on paper says was against the Wyatt family, it didn't have Bray Wyatt in it. I never got to compete against him once he realized his potential. I would have loved to have The Fiend set his sights on me. The Fiend took wrestling places it had never been before by taking his opponents places they had never been before. If I had my way, I'd take on The Fiend at WrestleMania 37. And I'd look for solace in the one place that I know to be the great equalizer. Hell in a Cell. He was once in a lifetime. I'm thankful for the time we did have together. But until we meet again, we'll make it happen here in my showcase. CM Punk against The Fiend at WrestleMania. You can choose who you'll control. But once that door closes, there's no telling what will happen.
comes down to this. Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania. A demonic structure built with thousands of square feet of cold steel chain link. And tonight, it will be the battleground for CM Punk and The Fiend.
Being a WWE superstar, you find yourself in a lot of dangerous situations. But right now, I don't think anyone is in a more dangerous situation than CM Punk.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
For the first time ever, guys, CM Punk will enter Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania.
We've seen Punk inside the cell before, but this is something else. Facing The Fiend on the grandest stage of them all. I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. He has got to be a bundle of nerves.
Yeah, Corey, separately, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania, and The Fiend are all daunting presences to prepare for. But together, this has to be nearly impossible.
Legends, champions, Hall of Famers, all of them have left their matches against him different. Some scarred, some broken, but none of them have ever been the same again. And here he comes, The Fiend, begging for you to let him in. Tonight he looks to drag CM Punk deep into the darkness inside Hell in a Cell.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. You don't fight The Fiend. You survive him. Every opponent that has ever crossed paths with The Fiend has been changed forever.
Just look at those eyes, or whatever is hiding behind that mask. There's just pure evil.
This has never been about winning or losing for The Fiend. This is all. I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. Not only taking on The Fiend, but being locked inside the Hell in a Cell with that monster at the showcase of the Immortals.
His nerves have to be shot. As calculated as Punk is in the ring, there's no way he could possibly figure out what The Fiend is about to unleash on him.
He won't know where, when, or how it's coming. All he can be sure of is that it's gonna be brutal.
Time to go for a ride. On his floater suplex.
Something that should not get lost in all of this chaos. Before he was The Fiend, before he was Bray Wyatt, the man under that mask was actually a follower of CM Punk.
Yeah, shortly before Bray Wyatt found his way, he was part of CM Punk's new nexus under a different name. You have to wonder if whatever's left of Bray's psyche under that mask still has some respect for Punk. If so, I wonder if the best in the world can somehow use that to gain a mental advantage.
Into a top one. Being carried around now, and he goes for the pin. Stops the ref count before 2.
Still showing some signs of life here.
And Fiend gets cut off. Well, according this side of Bray.
Something else to note is that Punk's previous matches with Bray were tag team contests that included the rest of the Wyatt family.
Wow, so Punk's first ever singles match with Bray Wyatt is against The Fiend? I rarely bet against the best in the world, but this is a case where I just might.
This has to be such an uneasy feeling for Punk right now. He's usually trying to outthink his opponents.
Yeah, but how in the world do you outthink something that doesn't even think like a human? I think Punk...
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi,
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
CM Punk. Uh-oh!
boom, fired back with that elbow.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter. Oh!
You can just feel how much tension is in the air here at WrestleMania. CM Punk facing possibly his biggest challenge to date.
There's really no telling what we're about to witness here with The Fiend. We've already seen a lot of diabolical mind games, and I'm sure those are far from over.
This match is going to change Punk forever. Whether he wins or loses, he'll never be the man he was before he entered the cell tonight.
Something that should not get lost in all of this chaos. Before he was The Fiend, before he was Bray Wyatt, the man under that mask was actually
Sky high. Big collision on the splash.
And The Fiend just can't mount any offense.
Punk shifting things to his favor against The Fiend.
Looks like he's coming back in. And Fiend falls to a counter.
Battle of counters. No one's getting their full offense in. Both of these men have made careers by changing with the times. Punk has gone from indie darling to extremist to straight-edge cult leader to the best in the world.
I will agree that Punk's ability to evolve is commendable, but I don't think anyone has undergone a transformation quite like Bray Wyatt when he became The Fiend.
Indeed, gentlemen, Bray Wyatt was a dominant force in the main event already. But as The Fiend, he's almost unbeatable. Wonder if Punk will need to change it again to overcome tonight's challenge. This might be one of the most psychological matches we'll ever witness in the history of WWE.
The Fiend started laying his groundwork earlier. I know Punk seems like he's unfazed, but deep down I think the seed of fear has started to sprout inside him. Punk has to do everything he can to fight through that fear if he wants to walk out of WrestleMania with the win tonight.
Both of these men have had cult-like followings in the WWE locker room, but tonight is purely a one-on-one battle.
For a multitude of reasons, not the least of which is the gargantuan cell surrounding the ring. It's nearly impenetrable.
And neither man seems to welcome any allies at this point. The Fiend's transformation seems to have shed any...
He can do it here. Gets the shoulder up at one.
I think he's still just getting warmed up. Punk sidesteps out of that.
Kick. Finds the mark. The Fiend reverses. Look at this. This can't be good.
Oh, that will break your face.
Well, according to my notes, CM Punk is in-ring experience against Bray Wyatt, but in reality, he's never seen this side of Bray.
Something else to note is that Punk's previous matches with Bray were tag team contests that included the rest of the Wyatt family.
Wow, so Punk's first ever singles match with Bray followed up with the pin attempt.
Shoulder shoots up before two.
Somehow able to kick out before a 2 count. How is he still going like this?
Showing Punk the door here.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. And he comes in under the ropes now.
A razor-sharp chop there. Just routing the back with those laces. Connected hard with the calf kick. Putting his opponent into the crosshairs. Oh, what a stiff blow.
Bray Wyatt is bleeding.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into...
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition.
CM Punk looking to end things here. Gonna sleep.
Outlook is bad for the Fiend.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back GTS connects. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
2. Kick out. I thought it was finished off for sure.
He is still alive. That kick out just proved it. Incredible.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough. Looking to put this one away here. He breaks the ref's count before 2.
Deep into this one and not even getting a 2 count. And is this a submission coming? Punk has to fight this off.
CM Punk on the verge of submitting. This is unreal.
I can't believe Punk may tap out. This is going to be incredible. Trying to break the hold and is able to do it. Critical escape there. Oh, look at this. Over neck breaker.
Picture perfect. This has been an absolutely brutal match inside Hell in a Cell. I knew the Fiend and CM Punk were going to go to war here, but even for...
Here's the cover. Does he have it? CM Punk beats the Fiend.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
I don't know how on earth Punk was able to do it, but he's standing victorious over the Fiend here tonight.
Yeah, but does he really...
An honor to know him, to have worked with him, and to get one more chance to share the ring with him. Rest in power forever, Bray Wyatt. It's been quite the experience as the focal point of WWE 2K20.
And this should be one hell of a tag team match. The brash CM Punk and AJ Lee taking on the cocky Miz and Maurice. Two teams, not just in this matchup, but in life as well, who couldn't be more different from one another.
It's that blue-collar, scratch-and-claw mentality versus the mentality of having the spotlight in only the finest things in life. Really, it's a tale as old as time.
CM Punk and AJ Lee truly don't like the Miz and Maurice, and believe me, the feeling is mutual. Now all four of these superstars have the chance to let those feelings out in a good old-fashioned tag team match player. Getting put against the turnbuckles. Double axe handle.
Punk has said on multiple occasions that he doesn't respect The Miz or how he got his start in WWE. I'm sure AJ Lee feels the same about Maurice.
Punk and
Whoa! And able to evade the offense. An absolute misfire. You really do hate to see it.
And now it's about trying to continue after such a fatal error. And any one of those shots could take you out for good. Turns it around. Ooh, vicious kick to the spine. Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. And knew what was coming there.
The list of accolades for Punk and AJ may be a smidge longer. Their in-ring skills may be a smidge higher. But there's one aspect of this that the It couple has over their opponents tonight, and it's the most vital one: experience.
As much as it pains me to agree there, Wade, you're right. Miz and Maurice have stood in the ring against some of the top power couples in wrestling at some of the biggest PLEs in WWE history, including Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
And for as long as Punk and AJ have known each other off-screen, they've only tagged together for a few brief matches on Raw. Training together is one thing, competing together is another. Punk and AJ are going to have to be fast learners tonight. Getting sent to the turnbuckles.
Don't get me wrong, AJ Lee is her own woman and can fight her own battles, but we've seen in the past that CM Punk will defend his family with every fiber of his being. The Miz... On the other hand, sometimes he makes his wife fight his battles. Hides behind his wife when the fight intensifies.
That's because Miz and Maurice are an equal unit. Why should the man always hold the door open? Or the ring ropes, for that matter.
You call it being equal? I just think Miz can be a chicken sometimes. And Miz now finding himself on the wrong side of momentum.
Yeah, the It couple's spotlight's really being dimmed right now. Punk and AJ are absolutely rolling. Yeah, he's just running on fumes now.
Punk, knee in the corner, followed by a clothesline.
Maurice is mostly known today for her reality TV work, but it's easy to forget that she was one of the most dominant competitors of the Divas era.
That she was, Michael Cole. Maurice was the first woman to ever hold the Divas title on more than one occasion, and for the majority of the title's history, she was the longest reigning title holder at 211 days.
But that record was surpassed by the shut the door, this could be over.
And a quick kick out.
What stamina. It's truly impressive to completely beat the count here. In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Oh, off the big boot.
Nothing fancy, but very...
Sliding into the cover, looking to end this.
Using the ropes for leverage. That's not right. Quick count out after one.
Shows that this is still anybody's match at this point.
DDT.
He covers. Is this it?
Could be.
And he kicks out of the pin at one.
The wear and tear of this match only affecting him slightly, it seems.
Spin kick to the midsection. AJ Lee recently making her WWE return after a decade away. She spent that time becoming a best-selling author, a TV and movie producer, and getting herself back in the proper mental state to compete again. Seems to have worked as she instantly reinserted herself into the main event. Uranagi by Punk. He turns it. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
CM Punk hoists his opponent. Go to sleep.
Dim the spotlight, roll the credits. Miz and Maurice are about to exit stage left. Got him in the corner now.
Quick tag in the corner. Now some double team offense incoming. From the top rope. And unfortunately for the It couple, CM Punk and AJ Lee are completely in the driver's seat now.
There it is. Punk and AJ get the win.
Here are your winners, AJ Lee and CM Punk.
In what may be one of the most emotional wins of their collective careers, CM Punk and AJ Lee proved themselves tonight. For Lee, she...